Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing and setting up a new gaming mouse I bought myself, and that mouse is the Corsair M65 Elite, and it is a newer model of the one I'm currently using. So I'm going to do the usual by showing what comes in the box, kind of go over all the main features of the mouse. So this video is going to be probably on the shorter side, so other than that, let's begin. Okay, so here is the box the mouse came in, and as you can probably already tell, it says certified refurbished on it. So when I bought this off of Amazon, I actually thought I was getting a good deal for $48. I was actually expecting a new mouse. I was actually just thinking they were getting rid of the old stock, but instead I got this refurbished one. It didn't say anything on the webpage about being refurbished or renewed or anything like that. So pretty much if it isn't this, M65 RGB Elite and it's a wired mouse, then I may have an issue. So I'm going to actually open it up from the bottom. The one thing that actually kind of worried me is if you look at this seal right here, it's actually a little broken, and then they put some tape over the top of it. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what we're going to get in a second. Just cutting the tape. Okay, it's upside down and it's black, so that's a good sign. And I see a wire and it's in bubble wrap. So far everything looks okay. Even got the plastic on the USB end of the side of the cord. No instructions, it looks like. Nope. Nope, that's it. Just pretty much the mouse in the box. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little inspection of everything just to make sure it looks all right. So here is the USB end. It looks pretty clean in there, so that's a good sign. Still has its little clear little cover thing on the top right here. I'm going to peel that off, maybe. Come on. There we go. Everything looks okay there. I already kind of undid the cable just to pretty much check for cuts and tears and stuff like that. And I didn't see any. I didn't really realize some people may return the mouse just because their cat kind of eats the cable or something like that. That was the issue my sister had. That's why I bought another mouse, because I gave her my spare one. Because her cat decided to pretty much eat her cable, so that's kind of weird. That's why I don't have cats. So the mouse in general looks alright. The clicks seem to work okay. The scroll wheel seems fine. The DPI buttons seem okay. Side buttons seem okay. That's good. So the only thing I noticed on the top of the mouse, I don't know if you can see it that well, is there's some residue right here. So I don't know if it was from like an alcohol wipe or pretty much some sweaty gamer had his hands on it and it's just a buildup of like salt. But I don't know. I may wipe this down just to pretty much not make myself worry about it. So on the bottom here, this is a aluminum cover, I believe this is, like a little plate. So I don't see any scratches or anything like that in the bottom here, so that's a good sign. So I'm going to check to see if the adjustable weights are in the bottom here, because I could see someone buying a mouse just to take the adjustable weights out and return it, because I don't see them actually checking for it. And as you can see right there, there's one adjustable weight. I usually take all this out anyways when I use the mouse, just because I like my mouse to be as light as possible. Okay, this last one does not want to come out. Okay. That's weird. How do I get that one out? I'm trying a different bit just to see if I can pull it out. Oh, there we go. Okay, that was a little weird. But everything seems to be okay in here. So overall looks pretty good. I guess I can plug this in and see if it works. Okay, so now I'm going to take my USB cable and plug it into my computer just to make sure this mouse works. And as you can see, the RGBs are lighting up, so that's a good sign. And the mouse is moving on my screen, so yeah, everything seems to be working all right. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to reset this mouse, just in case if you run into the situation where the mouse isn't being responsive, it's lighting up, but it's not doing anything on your screen or anything like that. To reset this mouse, all you got to do is hold the right click and left click at the same time and hold it down. And then all you want to do is unplug the cable. And as you can see, it turned off, and you want to keep holding down the left and right click and then plug it back in, and it should start flashing. As you can see right there, then you can release, and that means it's pretty much resetting. As you see, it turned right back off though, and it will power back up, and then you should be good. As you can see, it turned on, everything seems to be working all right, and we are good. Okay, so now I'm going to go over the main talking points about this mouse. So the first thing we're going to start with is the bottom right here, this anodized aluminum frame. It says it's pretty much built to last a lifetime of gaming. And then this mouse has a DPI selection all the way up to 18,000 DPI, which is pretty good. And then like I was saying before, you have some tunable weights where you can actually change the center of gravity of this mouse. I'm actually just going to leave it where it is. Right now, this should actually weigh about 97 grams, which is very light. Then you have 8 fully programmable buttons, like I was saying. Then you can actually go into the Corsair software to pretty much mess around with all those for like mapping your keys and stuff like that. And also changing the RGB around, just because I didn't really mention anything about the RGB, but as you can see, it has it. This mouse also has these ultra durable Ormcrom switches that are rated up for 50 million clicks, which is pretty good. And the last thing it has is this little convenient sniper button. I actually just use it for Fortnite for pretty much building my walls. So this is my wall buttons, that's my floor buttons right here. And then I also have my pyramids, which I really don't use. And then my Q key is actually my ramps. So this is actually why I bought this mouse, just because it makes playing Fortnite a little more easier for me. So that's going to be it for today's video, and I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully I covered all the main talking points about this mouse, and if you have any questions, you know where to leave them. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more videos, and also if you want to buy this mouse, I'll leave all the links down in the description for both a new version of the mouse and also the refurbished one. So other than that, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.